This week on Pool Spa Life Australia, we're visiting a Queensland-based swim school that's offering free learn to swim classes for mums and newborns, and it's helping create a wave of new safe little swimmers. To mineral or not to mineral, find out if a mineral pool is the right choice for you and your family to swim in. Climate Care certification, how this new certification is creating tough new standards for the pool industry and what it means for your pool. And we're heading to Melbourne to follow a fiberglass pool being handmade, then meeting the family who now swim in it. All that and more on today's Pool Spa Life Australia. So amazingly, a recent report by Royal Lifesaving Australia revealed that 1 in 4 Australians either can't swim or can swim really poorly. And that figure rose up to about 35% of adults who are not born in Australia. So those statistics really highlight the importance of getting kids in the water early and teaching them how to swim. And I think as a community, we can do better. We can get young adults, old adults, and children into the water, teach them how to swim, and learn how to handle themselves in and around the water. Well, I'm here in the beautiful southeast of Queensland to visit a group who've got a really great initiative. They're all about getting kids into the water early and developing those water skills. So Rackely Swimming's free Baby Splash program is exactly that. It's free and it offers the chance for babies and their parents to get into the water. It's helping them bond together and also develop some beautiful skills that are useful in and around the water. Michelle.
Hey, Walt.
Hello.
How you going?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, good.
Well, the rabble seems to be having a bit of fun back here. It seems like an amazing place to learn to swim. What's happening today?
Yeah, we've got lessons on today. So we've got all of our baby swimming lessons on. Outside we've got aqua aerobics. We've got lots of things happening today.
It's an amazing facility. This is the one in Miami in southeast Queensland, and it's just buzzing. Like there's literally people everywhere learning to swim. What is it about Australia, do you think, that makes it so important for people to need to learn how to swim? And is there a disparity between people who can and can't swim?
Yeah, look, we live in Australia and there's water everywhere. We have pools all across Queensland, and we've got this buzz and fun and energy at all of those pools.
So we have a wonderful population of people who were born outside of Australia that come and live in Australia, but they're overrepresented with the number of people that actually don't know how to swim. So it's not just kids, it's adults as well, isn't it?
Yeah, look, there's a big gap there. We think that because we live in Australia, everyone knows how to swim. There's a huge part of the community that don't know how to swim. So we want to give them those skills and that confidence to be able to go out to the water and enjoy themselves and have fun.
And if you've left it till your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, even your 50s and you can't swim, you feel a bit silly saying, oh, I need to go to a swim school. But you make it fun. So tell me about Rackely's approach, because there's a lot of fun going on here. Is that your main driver for teaching people?
Yeah, absolutely. So swimming is fun. So our lessons need to be fun as well. It's all about having fun and building confidence in the water.
So what sort of people are you teaching to swim here? Is it all just kids or is it adults as well?
Yeah, no, we've got babies right up until adults. So if you're wanting to go competitive swimming, we offer that as well. But we've got a huge stream of adult learn to swim lessons too.
It's amazing. So you guys know what you're doing by now.
Yeah, for sure.
Talk to me about the babies. So the Splash one is the one that you offer, which is free for new parents and their bubs, right? How does that work?
Yeah, it's a free introduction to learn to swim. So we're going to teach our parents and carers how to support their babies in the water to explore through play and song and games and all the fun things.
That's such a good idea. There's no excuses then really, is there, not to get in the water?
Yeah, no.
Do you find that then some of those kids are progressing up to swim schools and then into swim squads and then going on to having a professional fun in swimming?
Yeah, it's about building a lifelong love of the water and swimming, and it starts from when you're really, really little and continues from there.
Is there a bit of you that loves to see kids in the water splashing about, getting fit, rather than being on screens? Is that a big part of why you do it, do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. When I grew up, screens weren't a thing. So it was always outside play, and getting kids into swimming lessons and outdoor swimming, playing and having fun is a good way to get them away from those screens and active.
Well, I think I've brought my little Rashi, so I'm going to jump in one of those kids' pools out there, have a splash around, maybe jump on the slide. But I appreciate your time. Thanks for all your hard work. Let's do it then. Follow me. So Rackely Swimming is a mostly Queensland operation, and we're also sneaking over the border now to New South Wales too. So if you'd like to see if there's a centre in your area, and of course check out those free baby splash programs, you can do so on their website. It is rackleyswimming.com.au. And for the rest of us who are in Australia and would like to learn to swim, just check out an SPASA partner swim program. Now, if you or your family members suffer from skin irritations, things like psoriasis or eczema, or even if any of your family members have asthma, you'll know that swimming pools can cause a whole heap of anxiety. Quite often, the various different chemical profiles of your pool water can trigger those flare-ups. They can dry your skin and they can damage your hair. Thankfully now there are some solutions to your swimming pool water that not only have therapeutic benefits for people with sensitive skin, they can actually benefit the entire family. Hey Gav, how you going, mate?
Well,
good to see you.
Same with you.
Oh, wowzers, this is coming together really nicely, isn't it?
Amazing property, amazing pool.
What have you got left to do?
Just some of the finishing off of landscaping, some pool fencing, some garden beds and that, but we're very close.
Tell you what, it's a beautiful pool. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, anyway, back onto track. So you've been a big advocate because you've got dynamic pool design and you're putting like these gorgeous pools all over the Northern Rivers part of New South Wales. But you're very pro mineral. Why is that?
Yeah, certainly from a health aspect, mineral pools certainly have come a long way since the old saltwater pools, but mineral pools offer a lot of health benefits, particularly what we're putting in, which is Mineral Swim. Which combines minerals and ozone for sanitation.
That's a magnesium-based pool, isn't it?
100%.
So it's very trendy at the moment, this magnesium business. So what is it? I mean, I think the Maytronics, it's ozone swim, the mineral swim, that's taking Dead Sea minerals. Beautiful mineral-based profile there for your pool. What's so special about that?
Yeah, well, they've actually got the highest magnesium content and mineral content on the market. And what that means for your body is magnesium, one of the best ways to absorb it is through your skin, so transdermal. Yeah. So great for muscle relaxation, for nerves, so anxiety, that type of thing. Very, very good for your body. So when you jump in a mineral swim pool, you're getting that action all the time.
It's a beautiful thing. I've had a magnesium mineral pool before. I mean, there's lots of benefits because obviously you need less chlorine, so you don't need to add any chlorine. There's a chemical reaction, I think it's 1 part per million or something, isn't it? So it's just enough to get rid of the algae, but you don't stink and you don't get the red eyes and girls' hair doesn't go green over summer.
Yeah, you certainly don't smell it and you come out feeling nice and smooth. The minerals are amazing.
The water feels like, I know it sounds a bit weird, but it feels silky.
Yeah,
almost
silky and soft.
Yeah, and it's a thing, isn't it?
It is.
Tell me what some of the key benefits are then for people and what sort of tech you actually need installed.
Yeah, so coupled with the Mineral Swim, you've got an ozone system which helps to cut down chemicals like chlorine, cuts them almost in half.
Is that the purifier?
The purifier, yeah. So it burns off a lot of the chloramides and bacteria in your pool. So that's with every Mineral Swim pool, and then we also couple it with a pH doser, which balances the water in your pool perfectly.
And retrofitting this then for people who already have maybe chlorine pools or salt pools and kind of want to take that next step forward, is it a hard job to retrofit?
No, not at all. So there's no additional plumbing in the pool. So it's literally just a little bit of extra work over at the filtration area, changing over some, well, there's a little bit of plumbing there to change over, but nothing in relation to the pool. Yeah. And then it's a matter of adding the right amount of minerals to the pool, balancing it, and away you go.
It's interesting because you often think it's a big old whole change of system, but it's literally not. You can add one piece of tech, two pieces of tech.
You can use your old pump, your existing filter, and it's just changing the sanitation process.
If you've ever swam in a mineral swim pool before, it's such a beautiful feeling. The water is so silky and so soft. And I feel like It just looks like glacier water. It sparkles, it glistens in the sun. It's such a great experience. And when you combine that with the ozone purification, you're getting a cleaner pool without having to add all of those nasty chlorine chemicals, which can also then result in those itchy eyes and the skin and the smelling skin. It's just much better experience. And I always feel like I sleep so much better after a swim in a magnesium pool. You can find out about all of this stuff and also learn how to upgrade your existing pool into a magnesium pool. Just head onto their website. It is maytronics.com.au. Now, if you've had anything to do with the pool industry over the last couple of years, or the spa industry, be it a new build, a robot pool cleaner, some chemicals, or even a pump, chances are you have come across climate care certification. And if you haven't, it is definitely time you checked it out. So then why all of a sudden are we seeing this everywhere? Well, it's actually setting a new benchmark or a new golden tick of approval when it comes to creating more efficient and more sustainable and just generally better pool and spa products. And this actually applies to not only just residential pools, but also to the commercial pool world as well. It's all designed to get manufacturers to build, create, and innovate things that can actually curb the ecological footprint we create as pool owners. For example, we're trying to get us to use less water, less power, less chemicals. And if it all stacks up in favour of the environment and the customer, it can actually then go and get climate care certified. You must be Dan.
Nice to meet you, mate. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, great to meet you. The sun's out finally today.
Finally in Victoria, we've got some sunshine. Who would have thought?
I know, right? Well, you are leading the way when it comes to climate care certification. So you're with Maytronics, clearly, subtly branded there. But there's a lot of questioning around this. Is it adding more premiums to products and services to get the certification? Who wins in the end? So can you build the picture for me about CCC?
In a lot of different spaces in the industry, you probably would say yes, there'd be an increased cost to the consumer. In the pool industry, it's obviously come a long way in terms of costs to the customer and ongoing cost savings. No, it's not an upfront additional cost. Through the likes of efficiencies in manufacturing, developed new products to create more efficiencies with sustainability and the products that are produced and in energy consumptions, the myth of an old expensive pool has essentially come a long way.
Companies are getting on board. The industry got together, didn't it, and say, all right, let's develop an accreditation, a certification that if you can meet this, it means what?
So yes, less utilities, which for a lot of people there is constraints on that. So power consumption, water as well, which is environmentally strained in a lot of places. And obviously a pool, depending on the size, takes a lot of water away from the environment as well. So traditionally, yes, there has been a lot of that. So we move away from that, and obviously we have better filtration and things like that, so we're less backwashing, which then goes down the drain or onto the customer's garden, for example.
Yeah, but Maytronics, who you work for, well, actually, you've gone, we're going to lead the way here. Tell me about that.
So we're lucky, Maytronics, market leaders in robots globally. With our Dolphin brand, we were lucky enough to be the first certified robotic pool cleaner on the market to be climate cleared certified.
In the world?
In the world, yeah. So that's right through from our entry-level cleaners through to our top of the range, which we see here today, which we're very, very proud of.
So, I mean, they're not solar panelled, you know, so they're not using free energy, but they're using far less electricity. Yep. Why are they CCC'd?
So in terms of electricity usage, if we look at traditional pool cleaning methods, so suction cleaners, for example, you're running your filtration or your pump while the system is cleaning the pool. With a robot, it's an independent filtration system which uses low voltage. It's a low voltage unit. Traditionally, it's about an 80% reduction in electricity usage, which in real dollars could be 250 to 300 bucks per year for the customer. Well, the industry as a whole has come together, obviously on the back of SPASA have created the climate care certification. Everyone's come together to create products and processes and things like that to make a pool more affordable and more efficient for the customer. Again, that's all about less chemicals, environmentally friendly, energy savings, and a lot of different products have jumped on board to support that. So it's all about, you know, running your equipment less. Things like automation have been introduced, new cleaning markets, things like that.
So it's all about, reducing the cost of not only buying the product,
Yep.
but also that day-to-day running of it, like you say, because power is expensive. It's kind of nice to see the pool industry heading to a more responsible, ethical, sustainable direction, because it's not traditionally, a lot of heavy plastics, a lot of heavy chemicals. It's not traditionally that space for the pool industry, so it's really lovely to see. And I appreciate your time coming in, mate. It's been great. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
There is a great register online which you can go and search to find out the people and the products, who's doing what and where, and that carried that climate care certification. It is literally climatecarecertified.com, and you can see the list of who's who and what's what there. There is a lot of work that goes into creating a beautiful swimming pool, from that first call through to that first swim. And across this series, well, we've been delving into what makes a great pool builder. And as you start your own journey, what questions you should be asking your pool builder. Well, this is Summertime Pools, and they manufacture their own swimming pools and spas, and they've won awards, things like Best Fiberglass Pools. Now, from a customer point of view, they actually offer a fixed priced contract, which is fantastic for the current economical climate. And they also offer a 12-week installation timeline too. Again, amazing, but do they live up to all of the hype? Let's go and find out. And this is their state-of-the-art manufacturing plant. And this is where they actually make all of these swimming pools pretty much by hand. And I've been given some behind-the-scenes access to have a look to find out just exactly how they achieve that premium finish. So this isn't a giant jelly mold, nor is it a swimming pool. It's actually a swimming pool mold. So what happens is this gets taken to a booth, sprayed with a gel coating and the color, and then this is actually still wet. Can't touch it, but this has the gel coat and the color. There's gonna be a beautiful, kind of like a light sky blue pool, really. This then dries, and then it goes into the spray booth, as they then spray fiberglass mixed with, I guess, a fancy kind of glue onto that mold. And they keep doing that several times, and then they roller it, and then they spray, and then they roller. And of course, all those particles in the glue take the shape of the mold, and all of a sudden you have a pool shell. And then once it's been sprayed, it arrives here, which is where it's left to cure. And you can see all the little strands here. That's what keeps the water in. That's it, good to go. The mold is still inside here, and it's about to get popped off. And now it's ready to be popped off. So they're just releasing it there. Go for it, mate. Let's have a look. And when you get to really see the inside and you get to see the color for the first time and how beautiful and smooth it is, probably like the most exciting point, I reckon. And there it is. You can see the pale blue. It's a really beautiful colour. Well, you must be Sonia.
I am.
Hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Well, this is nice.
Thank you.
This is your summertime pool.
It is.
Are you happy?
Love it.
How was it all?
It was good. A little bit stressful, making decisions and things at first.
Handing
but
over the cash,
yeah,
that part?
Yeah. Signing the contracts, handing over the cash. But so glad we did it.
It's a big thing, isn't it? Because it's like your second largest investment outside the house and the car
Yep.
and everything. So really trusting your builder is such a big thing to do. But how was that experience for you? I mean, obviously, we're here filming your summertime pool. It must have been okay?
It was great, actually. We had a few quotes. And the team at Summertime just made me feel comfortable. I could go down to the showroom, have a look at the pool shells, have a look at all the equipment and how it was going to arrive.
Doesn't it make a difference when you can go and actually feel the thickness of the fiberglass? I'm such a handler. I need to like feel and try and bend it and whatever.
Yep.
Because that display centre is amazing.
It is fantastic.
Did that help you get you over the line?
Absolutely, absolutely. But the whole team. And I had lots of questions along the way, and it was never too much. I was on the phone back and forth constantly.
Bit of a stalker?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Now, how was the build experience? And in particular, like, well, I guess from choosing the colours, because this is immaculate. This fits your house perfect. This neutral colour palette's beautiful. The water looks so inviting, even though it's only 13 degrees today. Tell me about that.
Yeah, look, the whole build was great. I had a vision. I knew exactly what I wanted from the start. So You know, no one could talk me out of this colour.
Not even the husband?
No. So when they had that colour available, I was like, fantastic, let's go with that. Build day, dig day, bucketing with rain.
Oh no, really? Are you happy with the quality? Because we've been to the factory, we've had a look around.
Yep. How good is it to have something made locally? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. The quality's fantastic. It's actually been in for 2 years now, and it looks brand new.
Them as a company, I mean, they pride themselves on quality and customer service.
Yep.
Has that follow-up been good? Have you had to ring them about things? Have they answered the phone?
Always answer the phone. Only once or twice we've had to contact them. But yeah, they've been fantastic. They, a couple of days in, came back and added extra chemicals because I said, I don't think the water's quite right.
Yeah.
And yeah, they just sorted it all for us.
I mean, every pool's like a thumbprint, you know, it's like a fingerprint. They're all different and all the different elements have an effect on your water. So it's nice to know that they've got you back a bit. Would you recommend summertime pools to someone who's sitting on the fence and going, oh, I'm thinking of having a build, I'm almost there? Would you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I wouldn't use anyone else.
I think local knowledge and even local manufacturing are two really strong key selling points when it comes to choosing a pool builder. And if you're sitting on the fence or just about ready to take the plunge into choosing a pool builder, I think Summertime Pools are definitely worth considering to put into your mix. They've got a great website and you can see all the videos and the photos and you can talk to staff and start building a quote together. It's all online at summertimepools.com.au. I hope you've enjoyed travelling this beautiful country of ours, delving into all things pool and spa ownership. If you'd like to catch up with any of the stories that we've featured on today's show, it is all on our website, which is poolspalife.com.au. That is it. Until next time, take care and swim safe.